Keith created this faux women's empowerment program within the structure of NXIVM to maintain loyalty and to feed his sex addiction. That's just so not what I thought I was a part of.
So who's having sex with Keith?
I don't have all the details.
Okay. But was one of his apparently top salespeople. That's why I can't get time with him, because I'm not going to have sex with him. He never asked me.
Those are good questions.
I wasn't brought in for Keith. What holds us back from being the most awesome you that you can be? What do you think?
Fear.
Fear? Correct. Yeah, what else?
Bad habits.
I was brought in as a recruitment tool.
I feel so fucking responsible.
I hear you.
I feel responsible for Nicky and Allie.
Yeah. We brought the entertainment industry into this company that happened to be populated with very pretty girls.
I'm kind of shocked right now.
I understand.
And yet not shocked, and yet not. You know what I mean?
This shit's been there, right? You've seen it.
Oh, yeah. No, right from the beginning. I'm just a bit pissed with myself for not catching certain things.
There are a bunch of different stages, and it's profound when you begin to realize what you've been doing and how you made it okay.
It was everything, over the 12 years, there were so many allegations and, media reports about who he was. And I went to bat for him and saying, that's not who he is. And the stupidest logic, I say stupid because the people inside are still using this logic. My logic was, I've never seen him do that. I've never seen him sleep with all these women. I've never seen him, rape an underage girl. I've never seen him be anything but X, Y, and Z. And then now I'm like, that is not a logical premise for understanding or knowing someone. I didn't live there. I didn't see his daily life. I trusted the people around me that he was who he said he was, and I went to bat for him and put my face and my name out in the world as a stamp of approval for NXIVM while he's doing this shit behind the scenes. It's a huge betrayal. And incredibly embarrassing. In 2009, when Barbara Boucher left and everybody left, I got a promotion. I believed the lies about them.
Are you a victim?
Yeah. I'm a victim in terms of I'm a victim of a con. But I definitely had made choices. I definitely have lots of responsibility in many bad things that happened. But it's not black and white. You're not one or the other.
What's my biggest regret? I try not to have regrets because I don't think that's a healthy way to live. I really love my life now. I love my boys, and I wouldn't have had my boys if I had not met Nippy and NXIVM. Sorry, I'm gonna cry again. I can't help but wonder what my 30s would have been like had I been a part of a legitimate group, a legitimate company, and built something that was real. But like I said, if I had done that, I wouldn't be a mom to my boys and living in Atlanta and having this adventure. So I don't want to say everything happens for a reason because I don't know if it's that exactly. Obviously, I wish that I had not gotten grounded, but it caused me to wake up and be able to be an advocate for survivors and be on this path of cult recovery advocacy. So maybe it was somehow meant to be somehow. I don't know.
When Susan Dones left, what we were told and what I believed was that she had maybe stolen materials or misused the tech. Raniere is saying to make it right, you have to make people accountable. If everybody steals in the world, what kind of world are we going to have? So they were trying to make it right. That's the story that I heard. When I finally speak to Susan Dones, once I'm out, she tells me how they went after her. Why do you need 200 charges if it's a principle that needs to be challenged? This has nothing to do with principle. It's to torture the person. And I was part of the opposition against her. The reign of terror. I was the enforcer trying to like capture everybody back into the system. I sided with the wrong side of history against people that were just trying to get away. I honestly don't know how to resolve that. Mark. I never got your side of the story.
I just held out hope that you would wake up one day. And
Took longer than you thought, maybe.
it just took what it took.
I'm so sorry how fucked up all this was. Because we had a good thing and we like got each other.
Right.
And then as I think you started pushing against things, they started saying stuff about you. And
Right.
eventually started affecting me. And I just have like, just fucking regret.
I think in time you're going to find that the stuff that you have done since you left is part of your healing. Being able to stand up and fight for myself and expose certain things that were the truth, it was very healing for me. You know, the guilt and the remorse, and for me, the betrayal, that all does eventually resolve. But it's a tough journey, and there's like no way around it. You have to go through it.
The first time I went to Albany, Mark and Bonnie generously hosted us. So I saw, because they left the door open, that there was like, you would have thought like a Great Dane's bed next to the marital bed on the floor. Well, it's like the size of a dog's bed, like a large dog, that was like on the floor. And I thought to myself, I don't remember them having a pet. Who the fuck is sleeping on the floor?
Where's my penance?
Did I ask you?
I don't remember, but I do remember that I was
She
doing
did
that.
admit it to me that she
It's
was
not an
doing-
admission. Like, I was probably proud of it. Like, yeah, I'm trying to like give myself some discipline because I spoke out against Mark, so I'm going to sleep on the floor for 3 days.
that you would be
To be honest, I
sleeping
was.
on the floor next to your husband. I'm like, oh my god, this is so messed up.
I didn't like it, but I thought I had to.
I'll remember not to become part of this community.
I just thought there was something wrong with me that I didn't like penance.
You okay? Yeah, she's not okay, by the way.
Yeah, I'm
she's
not
being
feeling
totally
great right now.
re-traumatized. I can feel it right now.
I'm not.
So this is like a super bad idea right this second.
true.
It's so easy to shame, you know? We're not at the point where we can make fun of these things. We're not. It's not funny that she made a bed on the floor. It's not funny for me. Because I'm the guy that sat there and thought, well, I guess it's a good idea, I guess. I mean, my wife's sleeping on the floor. I mean, I don't know, maybe I guess that's good. What am I, fucking stupid? Of course I'm fucking stupid. I know that already.
I'm okay right now. Just so
I
you know
understand,
that.
but I'm
Thank
not.
you.
We're not fucked up, strange monsters that made bad choices our whole life. We didn't join a cult. Nobody joins a cult. Nobody. They join a good thing, and then they realize they were fucked. Nobody's saying, yes, let me go and join this stupid fucking thing that's gonna destroy my life and everybody I love. Nobody does that. I'm hurting so fucking bad. I wanted to be a good guy. I still want to be, I don't know what a good guy is anymore. I have no idea. I helped create a men's movement And those techniques were used against all these girls. Keith said to me one day, he said, the woman would like to do SOP, and I'm like, what? And Raniere would say, look, you know, they do need to know what it's like to grow up like a little boy. The idea we were being sold was you need to walk in each other's shoes to truly respect and love each other.
When a man looks at you, all of you women, what we see is a bunch of little kids. We see little kindergartners. And when you try to do something physical, it's cute as hell. Can you come up a second? Just wanted to demonstrate one thing, because men are always, as I said, sussing out, you know, always, ah! She's pretty good. But she went, that's good. If you do that back to me. Ah! Ah! No, really. Ah! Ah! Do it. Ah! I don't take you seriously.
And go.
Keith always taught us that men get their pride broken, you know, in the locker room or on the sports field, and women somehow get away with not being humiliated, which is what makes them so prideful and princessy and stuff like this. I mean, essentially, we were subjecting ourselves to the men being in charge.
We were basically punished in all kinds of ways. Like, for example, I remember sitting in a group with a lot of women and one man, and he basically would fault you, like give you negative points for anything.
If a woman calls us out on something, is that a fault on her?
Yes, she shouldn't be making you feel bad, right? I mean.
And the thinking was that this is what women do to men all day long, complaining and nitpicking.
Fault 45 for just taking a little too long to offer how long to offer.
Wander nagging me.
Fault on 36 for not offering to switch with Mr.
I apologize, would you like to sit in front of me?
Women, you have to learn to yield when you're a little boy. As a matter of fact, you yield all the time. You yield to adults, you yield to women, and you yield to all little girls.
For some of the men, I think it was a power trip. They enjoyed it.
Am I fault 44 for doing nothing?
Fault 48 and 37 for being in my way.
Fault all the women for forgetting to remind me to stop buying my nails. I really want to keep my cuticles intact.
But for a lot of the men, I know it was hard for them.
Fear in the group for not offering me the next one. And you fault everyone in the group. I feel terrible about that.
I can argue I wasn't an asshole like some of the other guys. But I showed up, and that's a hard pill to swallow. So the top scorers, you have the most faults. You can get ready to do a plank in a straight line.
Society of protectors. But I didn't hold the leader accountable. I didn't call him out on shit. I got played and I helped this guy build whatever the shit he was building around him. And I was a part of that and I was complicit to it.
At the time, I felt purposeful. But afterwards, I thought, what a fucking waste of my life, you know?
It was
To build
always
obedience.
nebulous. It was a concept.
Right.
You're enrolling people into a concept and asking them to have blind faith in something.
Right.
But for whatever reason, that was intriguing to me. And the opportunity of like, dude, I can lead this. This is in my wheelhouse. And it's fucking stupid. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
To think that we were unwittingly a part of some sort of abuse.
That's the thing I struggle with.
Yeah.
And it's not that it poisoned me because I am a good man. Just
Do you want me
messes me up.
Can I put it in something that reframe it for you?
Mm-hmm.
The arrogance, pride, and the sanctimonious nature in which we went about what we thought we were building, our pride is the thing that helped facilitate it. And we fucked up. Bold-faced fucking lying, thinking you're doing something noble. So, I don't know how you unfuck your head from doing stuff like, you know, I'm having a hard time unfucking my head. I trained people to Hi Hitler Like, how do you unring that bell in your own psyche?
What they want to do is focus on DOS, and then once they've got something, then
Expand
open up.
it.
And they can make arrests for DOS, you think?
Apparently so. I mean,
I was surprised by that.
Yeah, because you guys dealt with this. You went to the FBI.
Yeah.
They said it's consensual. There's nothing we can do. So
I
at a
think
certain point,
It's because of the whole women's rights thing that's going on.
that's crazy.
It must be.
They may have leverage right now because of that.
Yeah.
That they have a way in.
It'll be high profile right now.
Yeah.
But why it's relevant is people were conditioned to accept that type of mistreatment. I think that there was things you learned for you to normalize the DOS stuff.
Yeah.
I would give them the curriculum.
Yeah.
We have videos of these things.
You need to hand over all of that material.
Yeah.
So here you're having to bring the whole story together. Your psyche's going to be fighting this.
I don't feel that in my heart at all, but my
well,
brain has been, you know.
Your heart hasn't been tampered with. The
No.
circuitry is a bit messed.